All right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to check out this Linda Maguire.
Linda Maguire.
Yeah, she's a real estate agent.
Okay.
And she's been making, like, serious waves in Burlington and Oakville.
Oh, Ontario, got it.
Yep, Ontario, Canada. And we've got a pretty good pile of stuff to go through.
Really? Like what?
So we've got her team website, a bunch of Google reviews, even some LinkedIn posts.
Nice.
So we're basically on a mission to find out what makes her so successful.
I mean, real estate can be pretty competitive.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
So what sets her apart? What makes her stand out from the crowd?
Exactly.
And, maybe we can learn a thing or two along the way.
Always good to pick up some tips.
Okay, so first things first. I was checking out her LinkedIn profile,
Okay.
and this lady's not messing around.
What do you mean?
It says she's ranked in the top 1% of Royal LePage sales representatives across Canada.
Wow. Top 1% across Canada. That's impressive.
Yeah, that's not just selling a couple houses here and there.
No, not at all. To consistently hit those kinds of numbers, you got to be doing some serious volume.
Right.
And not just volume, but you need a knack for negotiation.
Makes sense.
And, probably the most important thing is you got to have clients who are so happy they come back again and again.
Oh, yeah. Those referrals are gold.
Exactly. Word of mouth. That's like the best advertising.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are all signs of a really, really successful agent. We're talking top tier.
Okay, so let's see if this client experience actually lives up to that hype.
Yeah, good point.
I took a look at the Google reviews.
Oh yeah, what are people saying?
And let me tell you, people are raving about her. They talk about how she's got this personal touch, she's really good at explaining things, and she makes everyone feel like they're her only client.
Oh, that's smart. That personal touch is so important, especially in real estate.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's like you're making one of the biggest decisions of your life, right?
Absolutely. Buying or selling a house, it's a huge deal. And it can be pretty emotional, too.
Totally. So having someone you trust, someone who really gets you, that can make all the difference.
No doubt about it. And it looks like Linda's got that down pat.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure. But you mentioned something earlier that I wanted to circle back to. You kept saying team.
Oh, yeah.
And when I was on the website, I noticed that Linda's got, a whole crew behind her.
She does, and that's where things get interesting. Because having a dedicated team, that allows for a level of specialization that most solo agents just can't match.
Okay, so break it down for me. Who are the key players on this team, and what do they each bring to the table?
So you've got Brian Maguire, that's her husband. He's got an MBA, which I'm sure comes in handy when it comes to negotiations.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Then there's Kathy Buttram. She's a senior real estate specialist.
MBA teacher specialist. Got it.
And then you have Matt Maguire. He grew up in Burlington,
Oh, okay.
so he probably knows the local market like the back of his hand.
Right, like all the little ins and outs, the neighborhood vibes, all that good stuff.
Exactly. It's like insider knowledge.
That's awesome. So it's like they've got this dream team assembled.
Pretty much. You've got the finance guy, the experienced specialist, and the local expert.
And I bet that diverse expertise makes a huge difference for their clients.
It has to. I mean, think about it. If you're in the middle of a tough negotiation, wouldn't you want someone like Brian there with his financial background fighting to get you the best price?
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
And having someone like Matt, who knows the area so well, that means you're not just getting market stats, you're getting the inside scoop.
You are. It's a whole other level of service.
Totally. Oh, and did I mention they've got a dedicated staging stylist?
Really?
Yeah, her name's Linda Twynham. I was like, whoa, that's attention to detail.
That's a good sign. Because staging, it's often overlooked, but it can make or break a sale.
Right.
It's not just about making a house look pretty. It's about creating an emotional connection for the buyer.
I get it. You want them to walk in and be like, I can see myself living here.
Exactly. And when buyers can picture themselves in the space, they're more likely to make an offer.
And maybe even offer more money.
Could be.
So it seems like the Maguire team, they're not just about selling houses. They're really about maximizing value for their clients at every step.
Smart move.
And speaking of smart, have you seen their website?
No, not yet.
Okay, get this. It's super user-friendly, easy to navigate, tons of helpful info. They've really thought of everything.
Oh, that's good to know. So it works for both buyers and sellers.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Interesting.
Yeah, they've got stuff for everybody. It's pretty impressive.
Well, sounds like we've got a lot more to explore.
We do, but we'll say that for later. For now, let's just take a moment to appreciate this dream team.
Yeah, they're onto something.
Definitely. All right, we'll be right back after a quick break.
It's a smart move for sure. In today's world, you need a good website.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If you're not online, do you even exist?
Right. But what I think is really cool about their site, it's not just listings and stuff like that. They've actually got some really interesting content.
Oh, yeah, totally. Like I was clicking through their blog,
Yeah.
and there's articles about all kinds of things like financial literacy for teens.
Really?
Yeah. And like explaining how the Bank of Canada works.
I would not expect to see that on a real estate website.
Right. It's not what you'd expect at all. It's like they're saying, hey, we're not just here to sell you a house. We want to help you make good decisions about your money.
Yeah, like they're positioning themselves as
Right.
experts, not just salespeople.
Exactly. It's a good look for them. It builds trust.
It does, for sure.
Yeah.
And they're not just talking about it, they're actually giving people tools and resources.
Yeah. Like they've got downloadable moving checklists and a mortgage calculator
Yeah.
and all kinds of tips on staging your home.
You know that mortgage calculator? That's such a useful tool, especially for first-time buyers.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I play around with different numbers, see what you can actually afford.
Exactly. Before you even start looking at houses.
Saves you so much time and stress.
Big time. It's all about that client experience, making things easy and enjoyable.
Okay. But at the end of the day, it's all about results,
Right.
right? Can they actually deliver?
That's the question, isn't it? But I think their website actually gives us a clue.
Oh, yeah, where?
There's a section called Our Numbers.
Right. I saw that.
And the numbers are pretty impressive.
They are. They're saying their listings sell like 25% faster than average.
And for 2% higher prices.
Yeah,
That's huge.
it is. So imagine you're selling your house, you want it to sell fast
Right.
and for the most money possible.
Obviously.
So those numbers mean less time on the market, less
Mhm.
stress, more money in your pocket.
That's a pretty sweet deal.
It is. It sounds like they've figured out how to get amazing results for their clients.
They have, and they're not afraid to show it off.
Exactly. They're putting it all out there, building that credibility.
Transparency is key. So what does all this mean for our listeners?
Well, if you're thinking about buying or selling in Burlington or Oakville, you got to check out the Linda Maguire team.
Seriously, they're worth a look. They are. This whole deep dive has really highlighted how important it is to find the right agent.
Totally. Someone who knows what they're doing,
Yeah.
but also someone who really cares about you and your needs.
Absolutely. Makes the whole process so much smoother.
Way less stressful. And speaking of their website, don't forget to check it out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's full of good stuff.
Lots of helpful resources, whether you're just starting out or you're ready to make a move.
And they have a really easy domain name to remember. It's just maguireteam.ca.
Easy peasy. All right, folks, we've covered a lot of ground today, from Linda's top ranking to her team's expertise to that awesome website and those incredible results. It's clear that she's a leader in the Burlington and Oakville real estate scene.
No doubt about it. And you know what really stood out to me? Their commitment to client education. They really go above and beyond.
Totally. I mean, who else is out there teaching teenagers about financial literacy?
Right. It's all connected.
It is, and it's clearly working for them. Look at those sales figures.
They're killing it.
They are.
Yes.
So if you're looking for a real estate team that's going to go the extra mile, look no further than MaguireTeam.ca.
Linda Maguire and her team, they're the real deal.
Absolutely. All right, that's going to wrap up our deep dive into the world of Linda Maguire and her team. We hope you enjoyed the ride.
We did. And hopefully you learned a thing or two along the way.
Always learning.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
It's kind of wild, right? Like when we started this whole deep dive, I had no clue what to expect.
I know, me too.
But seeing what Linda and her team have done, it's really impressive.
Yeah, I think what really struck me is how much they focus on educating their clients.
Oh, for sure.
You can tell, like in everything they do.
Yeah.
Those unique blog posts to the resources on their website.
Seriously. Like who else is out there teaching teenagers about finances while also helping people buy and sell houses?
It's a unique approach.
Yeah.
It's like they get it.
Yeah.
Real success comes from empowering your clients.
Not just closing the deal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it seems to be working. Look at their numbers. Oh, yeah, for sure. Speaking of their website, you got to check it out.
MaguireTeam.ca, right?
That's the one. Whether you're just starting to think about buying or selling,
Mm.
or you're already knee-deep in it, there's something there for everyone.
It's so easy to use, too.
Super easy.
Which makes sense. It's all part of their whole client-first philosophy.
Right. Like they've taken this process that can be so stressful,
Oh, totally.
and they've made it actually kind of enjoyable.
You know what? They kind of made this deep dive enjoyable, too.
Uh-huh, for sure. They have. We've learned a lot today.
We did.
From Linda's top ranking to her team's expertise, that user-friendly website, and those amazing results.
Yeah, it all adds up.
It does. It paints a picture of a team that's really killing it in real estate.
But it's more than just the stats, you know?
Right.
It's about how dedicated they are to creating a positive experience for their clients.
That's the key takeaway here.
Yeah, no matter where you are in your real estate journey, it's
Right.
something to keep in mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a team that goes above and beyond, prioritizes your needs, makes the whole process smooth, and even, dare I say, fun,
Fun, yeah.
then head over to maguireteam.ca and meet Linda Maguire and her team.
This deep dive has shown us that the right real estate agent can make all the difference.
Totally. Sometimes the best ones are the ones that surprise you.
Right. The ones who offer more than just a transaction.
They become like trusted advisors, almost
Yeah.
like partners in your real estate journey.
Exactly.
Well, on that note, I think we're going to wrap up our deep dive into the world of Linda Maguire and her team.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It does. We hope you found it insightful, maybe even a little inspiring.
I hope so.
Thanks for joining us. And until next time, happy house hunting.